And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dark Phoenix Gaming, and you are watching Elder Kings 2. Thank you for joining me again. Last time we left off, we fought a couple of wars out on the border, mainly against Karmala, and I honestly forget who the other one was. Some randos here and there. Anyways, we took some lands, and have just sort of basically been expanding the frontier. And while we do that, Bruma has been knocking out these little guys to the south, so we're going to have to deal with some of the big players in the near future. And if you're wondering what's going on here, basically one of my vassals is fighting a rebellion against the person who was formerly in charge of these lands before I deposed him and put her in charge. The Baroness of Ash, in this case, was I put in charge of Coral, the whole of Coral, because she had a claim on it. But he kept some of his lands, and thanks to some shenanigans I haven't really been following, is now trying to get it all back. Because she did something tyrannical or something as a result. Anyways, that's still part of our territory. The revolt is against our vassal, not against us, is the important part. Anyways, I queued up a couple of buildings in the Imperial City and one of the surrounding bits here. Hestra, that's it. Just to spend some of our money on a few things, because we have a lot of it. And I did some looking around at our vassals and stuff to see if anyone had any claims, and it turns out this guy here, Baron Tyrannus of Varela, actually has a claim on the entirety of the Duchy of Homestead. So we can just use his claim to outright conquer the whole thing. Which is what I'm going to do. Now, before we do that, I want to move our rally point to right here so that we can just march straight in. Wait, actually no, that would be a crossing. Let's move the rally point here instead to southern Minge. I can march into Pell's Gate that way, which won't give us any penalties for attacking. It's a shame though, because this guy really likes us. Sadly, we are not exalted among men. We don't have enough of that sort of thing, so we can't put to him the suggestion he become our vassal. So, war it is. He may like us personally, but we have to expand our empire. Or after all, it's nothing personal. But we have an empire to rule here, and that empire needs to be expanded. I didn't notice, but apparently he has a... It looked for a second like he had a land route. Over into our capital region. He does. So we'll send our smaller army back over. or to deal with him, while the other one lays siege. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a narrow hit, and we're probably going to have to explain to the locals why we let them. I meant to only send one army, so that's a bit of a fuck up on my end. Oh well. This way we can move straight to sieging his capital, so that's great. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to explain to the locals why we let the waterfront come under siege. No, I'm not fucking interested. One of our knights killed somebody. That's lovely. And we obviously won that, because we outnumbered them significantly. Actually, let's split this army in two, actually. The smaller one here can just camp, while our other army can head off and do important things. Like not defend their capital against our invading army, for example. Stuff like that, yes. Now you need to move to there. 8 months left on that siege. So, their army's nowhere near the coast. Falkrenth. That orcish kingdom up north has apparently changed their court language to Cyrodiilic. And Helgen is independent of Falkreath. I don't remember if it starts like that though, honestly, so I couldn't tell you. Let's see, the King of Whiterun. I was just looking around the map a little. I've only ever played in with Whiterun in the start date before the interregnum. So I couldn't tell you for sureties. But in that one, Riverwood starts independent, though they'll immediately pledge fealty if you ask, which is nice. And yeah, small breach in the walls there, though I'm not going to try and smash them down. Let's see. My high priest has received a significant donation in the estate of a wealthy but childless landholder now deceased. The departed lived a very frugal and pious life and wished the gold to go where it could do good. He insists I receive part of the donation as I am a paragon of the imperial cult in the Heartlands. Well, I'm not going to say no to more money. We're stockpiling quite a bit, mostly because when I go up against some of these larger realms, and I think we know where this army is going now, if they're really that stupid. And our available perks. Engineered for destruction. Yes, please. I want to get down to sappers because that'll let me siege things faster, which will speed up my annexation of foreign territories, which is nice. Let's see. Apparently Valindril is not feudal. Didn't realize that, but we have a wrong type holding here. I didn't realize that. We have 2 powerful vassals who expect council positions. Well, this guy's revolting against the person I actually put in charge, so he can fuck off. You, I'll wait till later. Let's see. We have plenty of titles we can create if we want to spread out the feudal hierarchy a little more. Hold on a second. There we go. Had to raise the volume in my settings a little. Yes. We have prisoners, as we can ransom if we want to. I'll deal with this current situation stuff later. Disabled a building. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Oh, that's kind of a cool touch. I didn't know. I don't know if this is from the mod or the base game, though. If you zoom out far enough, you can see an arrow pointing at the marching direction of your army. I kind of like that. It's a nice little touch for like strategic planning and the like. Yeah. They managed to counter a lot of our army there, but we had a bigger army, a lot bigger, so having easily double the numbers and them not having a terrain advantage did help. Let's see. My vassal, the arch abbot of that abbey, has had an affair. We don't particularly care about that. Let's see. Yes. I spy mess. Let's see. Do we know this kid? Yes, this doesn't matter to me, so... but it's kind of funny how this is turning up here. Our spy master basically outed herself as, this is my kid. Which is amusing, because just imagine what that would look like if it was something more serious. Say, your spy master brings you irrefutable evidence that your spy master is plotting to kill you. And Valindril has bandit camps now. It's lovely. You can move over to Pell's Gate now. Sieges will get me more results than whacking armies, I think. And their capital has fallen, so now at positive 70% war score. He can't really go anywhere from here. I mean, he could zoom over to our other territories, but not in the sense of relieving sieges or the like. Let's see. Some king we don't care about has changed their court language. I don't know who that is, but so our wife is pregnant. More kids is always useful. We can marry them off to maybe get claims. And that battle turned out to be nifty indeed. We took their leader hostage. So, I will enforce their demands. And all of Homestead becomes ours. So we'll stand down the army. Nice chunk of territory we managed to pop off right there. Now let's move that rally point to over here, I think. Okay. Let's see what this does. Barony of Virtue is what he wants to give us a claim on. I was can't do. I was hoping to be able to get a claim on the duchy. I'm not sure what the exact details of claiming duchies are, though, if I'm being totally honest. Let's see, it's Duke of Virtue. Somehow I don't think going to war with Skingrad over a single county is really in my best interests. Let's see, we have a truce with him. I'd like to see how long that truce is. I don't see anything indicating that. Let's see. Now, Abbey of the Eight. We can't offer him to become our vassal, unfortunately. She have dirt here. I could claim a single county. Yes, we're still in the conquer county by county stage, unfortunately. I think right now the war against this idiot to take his capital is in the cards. And we're going to claim it directly. None of this nonsense about de jure claims or whatever. Direct conquest is what we're going for. Vistarius. I probably should have checked to see if you had allies. Oh well. What are the numbers like? They can field about 1,800. We have over 5,000. I'm going to send our second army over here because they're probably coming for that. Given the movements, it seems quite likely. And that siege already has a breach. 3 months left on it. Do that. I can already tell he's trying shit. Everyone here thinks they're going to be capable of laying siege to us. It would be amusing if they didn't all fail so miserably. Our prisoners has died. Really should have ransomed them, to be honest, but I'm not very good at remembering to do stuff like that. We won that battle, and we even won the siege up there, and I didn't notice. So, 57%. Progress. Oh. Stillborn daughter. I've not had any event like that before, but I suppose it was only a matter of time until we got that sort of thing. And they're trying to de-siege our siege. How about no? And if you want to try to double up and reinforce your ally, all the better. We'll smash your entire army together. Nice. That's 87% progress. And I'm pretty sure once we finish this siege here, we will have won. Really, it's the annexation of Homestead in one fell swoop, I think, is our crowning achievement for this episode. At least that's what it feels like so far. And now with that, you two can fall back to virtue, because we have won. And despite the fact we declared war on him, that guy still kind of respects us, which I think is kind of amusing. Let's see, Skingrad. I'd like to try to get some claims on a few of the border territories over here. I have plenty of gold, so I'm going to try to get like 5 of them or something. That'll be a good thing to start doing soon. One of our vassals has an affair. I don't care. Again, stop outing yourselves. Seriously. It's ridiculous. Now, we finished our hunters' lodges and the White Gold Tower. I can stand down the army. And when I can next fight Virtue, then conquering another of their lands will give me a notable advantage. Velustrious here. Yes, the person we are fighting is actually one of Skingrad's vassals, amusingly enough. Yes, Skingrad, I think, is going to be the next major person we go after. The warlord of Dirich here. Honestly, it's that we're going to want to fabricate multiple claims before we go for Skingrad. Going after Dirich in the meantime could be pretty viable because they're isolated and weak. We could just take their capital, cripple them, and get a bit more land in the process. Before that, there is some administration I need to deal with. Namely, we are above our domain limit. And I'm going to just ransom off all my prisoners. Also, as far as I can tell, none of them are really important. Just a bunch of random commoners. This guy's Duke of Karmala. No, it's not the Duke that we're... It's his Marshall's son. Okay. House Severic, Lovir. His father. We don't have any of Dirch's territory, I don't think. Even if we do, our prisoner. We have a newborn baby locked up from one of our sieges. Sure, give us some money, you can have him back. We don't need small children clogging up our prisons. It's a waste of space. It's when we could use it to lock up people of more importance. Okay. And there's some titles I can create if I want to formalize things. Let's see. Ransoms being accepted. Okay. And with that, I think we're going to call it here. Been a very good episode. The total annexation of Homestead into our realm was absolutely worthwhile, even if it did end up strengthening an existing vassal and kind of mucking up the borders. And our little skirmish with Virtue. We are one war with them away from having all of our territory reunified by land. But because the warlord of Caractacus here, or whatever, I will also need to start going after next. He has 4 bits of territory, and we need to start nibbling away at him. Get a complete circle of all our territory around the imperial city is one of my major goals, but for now, I'm gonna call it here. It's been Dark Phoenix Gaming. You have been watching Elder Kings 2 with House Marcellus. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when we are probably going to be going after Dirge. And I'll take care of the administration stuff for getting vassals assigned and stuff for our new territories off camera, so you don't have to deal with me bumbling around with that. See you next time, everybody.